There is a massive amount of weirdness, I think, going on with regards to that. And it is a lot of scare tactics done by the media to sell newspapers or get articles written online. But what is the truth? What's actually the numbers? How do they stack up? What's important to say, first and foremost, is that ever since retailers have been in retail, they have been private labeling their own branded products. Coles, Woolies, DJs, they all do this, all right? So all of a sudden Amazon does it, and it's a shit fight because Amazon's got access to data. But let me tell you, sales data, well, that's something that all retail has. They all have sales data. They all know if a can of Heinz baked beans sells really well, and therefore they should put together their own private label Heinz baked beans, for instance. They've all got that information, so it's nothing new. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's nothing new. Don't buy into the bullshit that it's a new thing that Amazon does, because it ain't. They all do it. All right, that's important to say. But what do the analytics say? What about Amazon's own products? What about Amazon's own brands? Last time I checked, Amazon had, it was like 170 private label brands that they own and sell on Amazon. Everything from nappies through to puppy training mats, through to makeup and fashion as well. So they have a lot of private label brands in a lot of different categories. And so it then ought to follow, question-wise anyway, how are those brands doing? And the answer is not very well. The answer is not very well. In fact, Amazon private label products only do well in a couple of segments. Literally less than 10 segments they do well in. All their other private label products are kind of doing a bit average. They're not doing very, very well at all. So I think you should separate the truth based on evidence from the hype that newspapers and magazines and online portals use to get clicks through to them. It is certainly worth looking at how Amazon could abuse those powers. However, Amazon is a publicly traded company. They have to be transparent with what they're doing, and it would truly be a absolutely terrible decision for Amazon to piss off all their third-party sellers, which is you and I. It would be a terrible decision for them to do that, because fully 50% of Amazon's profits come from third-party retailers like you and I. So they would be upsetting a massive, massive amount of money that comes into their business by doing something that would disadvantage us at their advantage. It just wouldn't make any sense at all for them to do that. So, do they have private label products? Of course they do, but then again, so does everybody else. That's nothing new. That's always been the case. How are those brands doing? Not very well. There's a handful that do well. The rest do very, very averagely. They've got 170 plus, I can't remember the exact figure, that they have, and most of them are not doing well at all. Not doing well at all. Hope that helps to separate from the fact from the fiction. Something for you to consider. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing. If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.